What's up, family? Welcome to the MARLONated Mindstate. I am your host, Marlon C. And today we're looking at a case out of Joliet, Illinois, involving a Walmart retail theft that quickly escalates. Now, I know you've probably heard the urban legends or the street myths that if you have a basket full of stolen goods and you make it past the sensors or off the property, that you are home free. Well, we're going to see how these street myths actually resonate in real world applications. Now, again, I am not an attorney, and this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Always consult with a qualified attorney regarding legal matters. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
All right, stop. Hey.
I'm off the property now. Nothing. Y'all tweaking.
Hey, what's your name? Now you just keep dancing? Is what we're doing? All right.
On January 4th, 2026, Joliet officers confronted a woman attempting to rush out of a Walmart with a cart full of stolen merchandise. Despite repeated commands to stop, she began to run, screaming that she knew the rules and that the law couldn't touch her, leading to a scene that escalated far beyond a simple shoplifting call.
All right, stop. Hey.
Okay.
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
Yes, get on your back.
Put your back now.
Come on, give me your hands. No, I don't know.
Out of there.
Hey, you two stop. Stop right here. You two stop right here. Stop right here.
No, say nothing. Hey, tweaking. Y'all keep stopping.
I thought she had it made. But anyway, notice how the officers give clear and loud commands legally once they have reasonable suspicion or probable cause that a crime, as in this case a retail theft, has been committed. They have the authority to detain her. Now, from a legal standpoint, when she begins to run and scream, she is moving from a simple theft charge into resisting or obstructing a peace officer. In many jurisdictions, resisting doesn't just mean fighting. It means any physical act that prevents an officer from carrying out their duties, including running away.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back
Y'all
now.
can't stop me. Y'all tweaking. Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all
Tweaking?
stop me your hands.
Doing drugs?
Y'all tweaking, eh?
What you mean by tweaking?
Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all tweaking. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing.
31.
Oh, my kids, they leave. Oh, my kids, they leave. They leave.
You on your side?
Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all stand me up. Y'all tweaking, eh? Y'all tweaking, eh?
Get up.
Y'all tweaking, eh?
Get up. Get up.
Y'all tweaking. Y'all
Get
tweaking.
up.
Nah.
Get up.
Y'all can't keep me
Over
up
here.
here.
Hey.
Until y'all can prove it.
Get over
I'm
here.
off the property. I'm off the property. Y'all
Sit back down there.
Y'all
Sit back
tweaking.
down there.
Y'all tweaking. Y'all ain't got nothing.
And notice how she kept saying that she was off the property. Now, stop right there. Stop it. This is a massive legal misconception. The suspect yells, "I'm off the property. Y'all can't do anything." Well, the legal reality is, number one, fresh pursuit. Police officers do not lose their power of arrest just because you crossed a property line or a sidewalk. If they are in fresh pursuit of a suspect for a crime committed in a jurisdiction, they can follow you anywhere in public and even into private residence in certain extingent circumstances. Now, prime examples of this would be those highway pursuits that they show on the news all the time. You'll see cars going through different cities, counties. Not many go across state lines, but you'll see these long pursuits that can last minutes, even hours. And you will see, once the pursuit is over, you'll see there will be multiple sheriff's departments that have pursued the suspect. You can see one like going from Dallas County to Ellis County to Johnson County, Tarrant County, and so on and so forth. You know, sheriffs, so you might see, it might start, let's say if the pursuit started in Dallas, you'll have like the Dallas police starting the chase. But then once it gets to crossing county lines, then you'll start seeing maybe sheriff's departments or state troopers getting to the pursuit. But you'll see, like I say, multiple law enforcement agencies getting involved in this pursuit. So, which means, but the crime didn't happen in Johnson County or Tarrant County. The crime happened in Dallas, but that's where it started. But that same Dallas police officer can chase that suspect across any lines that they need in order to catch that suspect. And point number 2, retail theft completion. Under Illinois laws, in most states, the crime of retail theft is often completed the moment you move merchandise with the intent to deprive the merchant of its value. You don't even have to leave the store to be charged, let alone the parking lot. And this is true too. I told y'all I used to work at Walmart, and loss prevention will be the ones that will be watching cameras, watching customers or people that are in the store, watching their actions. You know, they're trained to pay attention to certain actions that people, mannerisms that people may have, and they'll key in on those. And if they see you with, say, merchandise and you put it in your pocket or hide it under your clothes or stuff it in a bag, now you're walking to the front of the store. You're making a beeline to an exit. It could be the front. It could be in home and gardens. It can be, I don't know, automotive, but they see you walking out to the door. And once you pass those registers, now they're going to try to apprehend you. That's what they mean by the intent. You don't even have to get out the store. I've seen it happen many times. People get to the front door, and a manager or loss prevention will stop the person, and they'll be like, "Hey, hold on just a minute. We need to talk to you. Can you step back into my office?" You haven't left the store, but the intent was definitely there. Let's continue.
Take me, I'm gonna get out tonight. Keep going, they tweaking. Y'all tweaking, gang. Y'all tweaking, gang.
She act like she tweaking.
32, we have one in custody.
Off the property.
Is she rolling in the street?
Watch out.
Isn't that still
Get off the road.
Isn't that still Walmart property? Even the parking lot. That I don't know who told her these rules, but she need to have a long talk with the person that told her that what she's doing makes any sense.
Good, they tweaking. Y'all lame.
Drug her back.
Y'all ain't gas.
Get her out the street.
I made it off the property.
Just make sure you get the plate.
Tweaking. I already made it out. Y'all ain't gas. They come get me.
Get off. What are you doing?
Y'all tweaking.
Get off.
Y'all tweaking. Bitch, I'm off the property now. Nothing. Y'all tweaking.
Come on, get up.
Y'all tweaking. Y'all lost that.
That's all she can say is y'all tweaking.
Lost that charge. Y'all lost that charge. Y'all funny. Y'all cute.
Negative, I'm here with the arrestee. 2 male blacks, one with dreads, one with a black jacket.
You want me to stop or not?
Y'all tweaking.
She was trying
Y'all
to
tweaking. Y'all already lost that charge.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to.
Yeah, I'm kind of heavy. You're heavier. Watch this. I know all the rules.
In cuffs?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna put you on your knees. Hey, get to your knees. We're gonna get you on your butt. Okay, sit back. Just sit back. Pull your legs out.
That's good.
Okay.
I don't think y'all.
Was there an address to that place yet?
Did we search her at all?
No, not yet.
Okay. Let's get that done and then.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't?
Figure it out.
Yeah, she look like she might be on something for real.
What's your name? Hey, what's your name? Now you just keep dancing? Yep, that's what we're doing? All right. I'll ask you again in a little bit. Like,
No. Okay.
Now, she claims that she knows the rules, but her actions are actually increasing her legal exposure. And by refusing to give her name and physically struggling, she's ensuring that she's going to stay in the custody longer. Now, in many retail theft cases, if you have a clean record and cooperate, you might get a citation or a lower level charge. However, once you add obstructing and resisting, you are looking at additional Class A misdemeanors or even felonies, depending on the severity of this case.
Here's a packet.
Feel something?
I mean, that's
Do we have more people, more units?
that smile she has on her face. I really think that she believes that she really has a case to where she's going to get out. Like, seriously, like she doesn't. I don't know what these youngsters are on nowadays. I know they wasn't privy to the lives that we had. I'm gonna say Gen X's. I don't know about Gen Y and Z's. I don't know how old this young lady is, but Gen X, man, it's we saw a lot. We saw a lot. We did a lot. We suffered the consequences. We saw people suffer the consequences. We still had OGs that taught us. And when I say OGs, I mean in the streets, in the home, parents, grandparents, uncles, cousins, aunts, whatever, homeboys. They taught us. They told us how the system worked. They would tell us how the things that they did didn't work and how they got jammed up so that you would know what to do and what not to do in many circumstances. Like I said, I used to work at Walmart and I've never heard anyone say that if you make it out the door, you are home scot-free. Now, here's the thing. If the person that she was talking to say, man, you make it out the front door, they can't arrest you. They can't do nothing to you. The question she should have asked was, who is they? Because you ain't talking about the police. What you're talking about are like loss prevention. Like, once you make it past that front door, no employee is supposed to pursue you. It's against policy. I mean, because it's dangerous. And you are not a law enforcement officer. You're not, sworn in or ordained to uphold the law to protect the citizens or make people abide by the law. So you can't do anything once they hit that front door. But on the other hand, the police are not bound by those regulations. The police, like I said earlier, they can chase you, pursue you anywhere, starting from the back of the store. You make it out the front door, you can say, ha, 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 I made it out the front door, and then they're going to fold you up like they did this young lady here because you don't know the law.
Or how are we?
No, we just had two that I saw go down. So
Any other units that are coming here, they can slow it down.
So it wasn't just her.
As long as we know that we got one. Is she in custody for what? Yeah, retail theft. That's fine. As long as we know that we got one at least.
The other ones on camera weren't really seeing how.
The woman was taken into custody and charged with the following offenses: felony retail theft, obstructing a peace officer, resisting a peace officer.
So let's go back right quick and look at these charges here. Felony retail theft, likely elevated to a felony due to the dollar amount of that full cart or her prior criminal history. Obstructing a peace officer for refusing to cooperate and providing false or no information. Remember, she didn't want to tell him her name. So that's another charge. Resisting a peace officer for the physical struggle and the fleeing and trying to run that 440 and just couldn't quite make it. So anyway, final verdict: knowing the rules from the internet is not the same as knowing the law. Crossing the property line is not a safe zone like a game of tag. If you are ordered to stop by the police, the time to argue your case is not rolling around like a roly-poly in the Walmart parking lot. You do it in the court of law. But anyway, what do you think? Did the officers handle this correctly, or did the escalating go too far? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world does here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace. and love, and I'll see you on the other side.